just turned.
I was like, whoa, yeah. We could
Okay,
just
are we live?
continue this on.
Yeah, we're live.
Justina. She's like excited. Are you seeing anybody on your side?
I can't see anybody ever. I think it's
Okay.
because you're like the
I'm
queen
the
of this stuff,
queen
and it.
bee over here.
Yeah, I can't. I can see the comments, but I can't ever see
Okay,
like
we're
who's
slowly
in here.
getting some peeps here, but Justina was on like waiting with
I love it.
anticipation, and she is our fellow, she's one of us.
Yay!
Yay.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Okay, Mandy and I were just deep in conversation, and all of a sudden it said it's go time, and I was like,
I was like,
"Oh,
whoop, we need to shut up and
yeah,
hit go.
oh, it's time, right? It's 5:01. Okay, good. Okay, so as usual, I always am so thrilled to be here with Mandy because we always have so much fun, and also it's got cooler here. Like,
Oh,
remember last time we were talking, just even you were like ready for fall like the last month, and I
oh
was like,
yeah.
I'm eking out my like summer scents, and now it has gotten rainy and
I'm
sweaters.
so jealous because it was 87 degrees today.
Oh,
And it's not supposed to be below 85 for like the next 10 days.
oh, I have a question, Tiggy girl. I know your name, but I forget. So you have to actually tell me what your real name is so I can address you when you comment.
Unless
I
you want to be called Tiggy Girl, which I'm
I
pretty sure.
know. Claudia. Okay. Well,
Hey
when
guys.
you have a chance, let us know. But
Yes.
anyways, but also I was thinking about this too, because you will wear
Yeah.
these year round.
Oh
Nancy,
yes.
I thought it was something like that. I was like, oh, so yeah, and there's definitely like one of the when we get into it, I will say, because I know you have one and I feel like it'll counter out balance really well when we talk about it. But I ended up falling in love with it during the summer months when I think a
Okay.
lot of people are gonna think it's fall. So
Yeah, I wore the actually my scent of the day today is one that you would absolutely not think you should wear in the summer, but in 87-degree weather, but I just could not bring myself to care. Like
good.
I'm
Because it's
tired of the heat. I'm so tired of it.
you gotta come, honey. Come over here. We got a little coolness.
I
We're gonna get
know. I know. Hey guys.
I also am going to just throw it out there, but maybe in November we could be live to actual together. Like just I'm putting it out there that it might actually happen like in the same room. Yeah.
like right next to each other. We might actually be able to
like
touch.
like touching. Okay, so hello everybody who's excited for fall fragrances, and we always love to hear from you. So let's have Mandy kick it off because she
Oh,
always is like, "Ooh." I
okay.
like to play off of your. I'm going to be
I don't
curious what you
I'll
start with.
start with one that's kind of like a given. That I've talked about before. I wore it last week and I could not stop smelling myself all day. I loved it so much. It's one of my favorite bottles in my collection, and it's Angel Share. This is
Ah,
like, I just feel like,
I wasn't sure if that's the one you were going to do. Okay,
oh yeah,
let's have a little drink, everybody. Take
yeah,
it
right.
off.
Oh my goodness, this smells so good. And
Oh,
I was telling Abby that I was writing down like all my notes on these, and I
yeah.
realized as I was going through the notes of the perfume that the first like 4 out of the 7 that I'm talking about have cinnamon in them. So apparently I like cinnamon, and this is cinnamon. This is cognac. I look, if you're new, that's my thing. That's my
She's
thing.
she loves booze,
I love
everybody.
the boozy scents more than any other scent. I mean, really more than any other accord in
Yeah.
fragrance. If it has a rum or a cognac, or like I feel like I smelled one time that had like a champagne note, and I was like, oh yeah, I love it. Like it doesn't matter if it's
I,
alcohol in a fragrance, I love it.
but I love this now because when I go smelling on things, I will be like, this is Mandy. Like if it's a
Right,
real
you know,
boozy, I'll be like,
if
she's
it's
gonna
boozy
love
and
it.
warm, and that's what this is. It's It's cognac. I
Yeah.
can smell the cinnamon. It gives a little bit of spice, but there's praline in this, and
It's
that's kind of what I don't smell it and think, "Oh, hey, I smell praline." I smell
yeah.
it and think, "This is a boozy but sweet, like warmer sweet, not cloying sweet, but like
No.
a warm, sweet, almost it could be cozy, but could also be sexy." Like,
Definitely sexy.
yeah. But I mean, I could
I
also like, you know, cozy up with it and still
yeah.
really.
Do you smell the little touch of mint that people talk about?
I don't. I can
So
kinda see where somebody might,
I
but
wondered if it was the cinnamon because I
I
was like, I
yeah,
feel warmth and I feel
yeah.
almost like if I rubbed mint between my fingers. Do you know
I
what I
like
mean? Like that.
fresh mint, not like a
Yes.
peppermint or anything. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, no. That's what I was just
yeah.
curious. Someone was saying, and I was like, "Oh, well, I kinda get the feeling, but I don't smell it."
Yeah, I can see where somebody might smell that, but I would hate to describe this for someone who hasn't smelled it as being like a minty perfume because it's
Yeah,
not. That alludes to like a freshness, and this is not a freshie at all. This is a
no.
very thick, boozy, warm scent, perfect for the fall. It's good in winter too, but honestly, it just absolutely shines in the fall. You smell and think
You
of fall when you smell this.
and don't you feel like this is like compliment getter 101?
Oh yeah. I do get asked a lot when I wear this,
Like
like, "What are you wearing?" And it doesn't take much, and
yeah,
it lasts all day, and that's important to me, something that lasts. Sometimes I don't care, sometimes I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna wanna change it up midday anyways," but pretty much all of my, like, top perfumes are ones that really last, and this one does.
and I have to say as a brand, I feel like Killian is they
Some of
last.
them do, and some of them don't.
So I
What's
was like
one
'cause
that I tried that there's a couple in the, like, Love Don't Be Shy, and
oh,
some of
yeah,
those don't really last on me that much,
yeah,
but this one lasts, and if you forget about it, if you put it on, like, a sweater, it's gonna last
yeah,
years. I mean, if you do not wash that sweater and you pull it back out a couple weeks later, you're gonna smell this.
uh, yay.
So good.
Okay, well, then I'm playing on that, as you
Okay.
know, bring it out. We're gonna do the newest Killian, everyone. This is Fall in a Bottle. This is the new Smokin' Hot. Uh, I was so glad. So I sent her a decant and I was like, it better show up
Yes, oh my
before
goodness. This
um
is
this one. So and first of all, this does not to me smell like angel
no.
share. Like
Mm-mm.
so okay, but it does this so I guess I should just preface this that it's apple cinnamon smoke to me.
Mhm.
Like it is just this like it definitely you smell that apple and that apple brandy one, which I really like, but that's fresher. Like that would be like your day. Have you ever smelled apple brandy on the
I think
rocks?
I smelled it in store one time, but I
It's
can't remember.
if you it has that yummy apple, but this one is like a hookah bar, like you're
Mhm.
walking in, and I know that might turn people off, but you gotta think of that. I wanna say it's like apple cinnamon smoke wood. Do you get any of that? Like that
What what I get when I smell this, in the best possible way, is it's a mixture between a grown-up Red Hot
Oh, yeah.
and a Black and Mild.
What's a black and
A
mild?
Black and Mild, it's not a cigar, it's like a baby cigar, basically, but it's
Oh,
super
ooh.
sweet,
Okay, like a
and
sweet tobacco, like
yep.
a okay, because I
But
was
you get
thinking of
that, like,
someone
that
smoking a pipe,
smokiness
like
from it, and then
yeah,
the red hot cinnamon, the red hots, like the
yeah,
little candies, that
yes.
that is what I get, a mixture of those 2.
Oh, so for this is
Smells so good.
Claudia, this is definitely an apple perfume, I would say, but it's like apple cinnamon. I don't know. I don't want to just say like because it's not a tart
Yeah.
apple, it's like an apple cinnamon compote.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
don't you feel like that? And it's
Yeah.
sweet.
Because I do get a touch of the apple. The cinnamon, though, is like that's the cinnamon and smoke stand out to me
Yeah.
more than the apple does.
And then it also has tobacco, moss,
Mhm.
bourbon, vanilla, and then this Organox, which is this pure jungle essence, which is supposed to like give some sensual
Mhm.
um um it's anyways, it is pretty like Mandy was like, get it because I want to
'Cause I
nip
wanna
it.
smell it.
Oh,
And
and I was
I don't even remember looking at the notes, but when you say tobacco, that's the smokiness, that's the black and mild
yep,
that I'm
yep.
getting. It's not like a
It's
wood
not a
fire smoke or a campfire
no,
smoke. It's not like that. It is definitely a tobacco smoke, but
yes.
it's not a
It's
cigarette smoke.
It's not a nasty, like, not nasty, but
If
my
anybody
mom was
has
a smoker, so I
smelled
think of that Stig.
if anybody
You know,
smelled a
like
black and mild, they're gonna know what it smells like.
yeah, and
Yeah.
did you
Oh,
used to smoke these ones?
no, but I had acquaintances that did very regularly in my younger years. So
I was like, "You seem very familiar with it," so I
I
was like,
mean, it was the big chunk of my life where I was around it a lot.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
Um, so I would say this is a really awesome launch.
Yes.
It's fall in a bottle.
So
And
good.
definitely I do smell the apple in here.
Mhm.
But and I was gonna say for people that aren't like huge on I guess that's not true because we're both saying it the tobacco's in there,
Mhm.
but I don't feel like this is like tobacco vanilla or
It's
anything like
not
that.
that kind of tobacco, and it's not like the tobacco in Herod, or,
No,
it's not like that. It really is just go to your corner drugstore, your corner 7-Eleven, ask to smell a Black& and Mild, and you'll know what it smells like.
okay. I'm really intrigued by this now. I'm learn something new every time.
Right?
Um, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that a lot of people are saying to Tabacolor from Dior. I agree with that too.
Yeah. I'm sure I
It
have that.
definitely has a hint of that. And anyways, I was excited about this, and this has a
Yeah.
lot. This is going to give you a really good cloud. Like
Mhm.
this is going to longevity. Didn't you feel like, or have you not played with it enough?
Oh, I played with it the second it came in, I was like, decants. You don't get the same spray
Yeah,
as the others, but yeah, no, the decants, I'm like, "Oh," yeah, I
yeah.
sprayed it all over.
You spray it on.
It
Okay,
was so
good.
good.
I love it. So, anyways, if you are looking for a new launch, if you want something kind of new, I thought, and you know what made me laugh? It was signed with Killian, but I just somehow rubbed it off. I wonder if
Abby, when you
I
told me
didn't
it was
mean
signed, I'm like, that is so cool.
I
And yeah.
didn't. It had his signature on the back of this, but I thought that it was permanent. Now I'm afraid to touch this one because,
Oh, is
anyways,
that one not is your name
I
not
don't.
etched in?
I guess not. That's what I was saying. Anyways, it's
Okay.
okay. He
Don't
had
touch it.
signed it, everybody. It was cool for a minute. It lasts. It's a
Oh,
and this is a long laster one,
yeah,
I would say.
yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
your turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to kind of go off of the apple
Yep,
in yours, especially since Claudia says she's been looking for an apple perfume because
I
I
love
smell
it.
apple in this one, and this is from Amouage, and this
Oh, oh,
is
that's for sure.
yes,
Yeah.
this is like guidance, and this are tied as my favorite Amouages, and this is Overture Woman. So
Yes.
even like the bottle looks like fall, that
Yep.
color, the like
Yes.
yellowish orange. And this is an apple brandy. Now I can't remember smelling the Killian apple brandy or apple in the rock, whatever that is.
That one's a freshie. I've smelled this one,
Okay.
and so this is like neat. Like bring the bottle up again because
Yeah.
the color really mirrors what's inside of
Yeah.
it too.
It is. And this, I really smell the apple and I
Yep.
really smell the brandy. It's another boozy one. It also has cinnamon in it. It has benzoin, which
Yeah.
when you look up what benzoin smells like, it says caramel almond, roasted coffee, or honey accord. To
Okay.
me, in this one, I get the honey,
I was
and
gonna
it's
say
a good honey. I don't
I
honey doesn't always agree with me. This one does.
and I remember smelling that and smelling that too. So I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you, I was like,
It
yeah,
is
I
like
think
I get the apple, the brandy, and the honey from the benzoin, and that's pretty much it. Like it's got like leather and some heavier notes. I don't get that in here.
And
I don't,
homage typically has so many notes that it's you know what I mean? Like, they
yeah,
have a lot going on,
yeah.
so it's like, I feel like you got the key elements of the
This
fragrance.
is, oh my goodness, like a spicy apple brandy with honey drizzled on it. It's like that's what it is. It is so good. It is, this is one of the ones that like I put on my notes, it smells like Thanksgiving. And
Yes.
I don't know why. I
'Cause
mean,
I
I don't
think
know if,
that brandy is, like, very celebratory. I feel like
yeah,
we only I mean, like, you bring it out like, I don't think it's something that people, like, have maybe they do, but it seems more celebratory,
right.
like, "Ooh, let's sit down by the fire and have a brandy."
And then like it's not the baking, it's not like the apple
No.
pie, it's not like sweet like that, but it just gives me those like, I don't know, it gives me those feels. Definitely, Claudia, get a sample of this, and I would love to know if you smell that same thing because I know we all tend to
Yeah.
smell different things in perfumes, but
Yes.
this one, and Amouage can be a tricky house.
It
There
is,
are
yep.
some Amouages that I smelled, and I'm like, no. This was an immediate yes to me.
And that would I think I don't know exactly when it launched, but the lady kinda grabbed me over,
Yeah,
and then I was like, "Woo,"
yeah,
mesmerized by the bottle. I was like, "What is this?"
yes.
Um, and then I
It's
did
so,
love
I
because
did, and again, I love the bottle. I love that.
yeah.
Like, I love the orange. Orange. I'm a UT fan, so anything that's got like a semblance of orange in it, I'm like, give it to me. So, but this is just
I think that's a perfect Mandy scent.
it. It really is. I mean, all of these are, but it is. It is like that warm, like boozy, with a little
Yeah,
bit of apple and honey in it. And again, I don't always do well with honey, but this
yeah,
one I really like.
yep.
Yes. I
Oh,
couldn't decide which one I was gonna wear today, but now I'm not gonna be able to decide which one I'm gonna wear tomorrow. This happens every time we film these videos.
yeah, every time we do this, we are like, "Hmm."
Mhm.
Um, okay, I'm trying to decide. You went with apples. Okay, I'm gonna go with the one that I just am, like, obsessed with at this,
Okay.
to the rediscovery.
Oh,
So, we're gonna focus actually, this is good. So, apples, this one's gonna be dates,
okay.
almonds and dates, okay? So,
Yes.
this is gonna be I kinda like this because 'cause I've got a few, we got some notes in here. Um, so this is ex nihilo, and it is, 119 wonders, basically the zip code of Bergdorf Goodman, and I'm
Oh, see,
already a
I didn't
fan.
know that.
Yeah, this is exclusive to Bergdorf, and I laughed this because Mandy had gotten a decant, and then she wrote me and was like, "Girl, you gotta go buy this right now." And she was like, "You're gonna freaking love it."
Mhm.
And she was like, "Seriously, you gotta get it." Um, and I was like, "Okay, it's on sale."
Oh my
It's on
goodness, this smells so good.
it's so good, you guys. So this one, it has dates, it has almonds. Guess another thing it has cinnamon.
See, it's
Uh,
like a theme that we didn't
yeah,
even know.
almond, cinnamon. It has orange blossom, dates, caramel, cocoa, vanilla, tonka, and sandalwood. And like honestly, this is like exquisite. It is
It really
like
is.
sexy and
Mm.
be like also it's like the dry down is like I'm obsessed with it. I was laughing. I was telling somebody it sort of smells like the makeup counter at Bergdorf's
Yeah.
because that's about the only thing I can afford there. But I like, it's really fancy luxury,
It
like,
is.
it's fun to go into the store because, like, if you go all the way upstairs and they have all this beautiful Christmas ornaments and a restaurant and, like, I don't it's just pure luxury
Yeah.
on every different level floor, but the perfume down there is so amazing, and so this is their, take, and if you have smelled Honor's Delight, that
Mhm.
was sort of a soft gourmand, and I find like this one just punches it up a little bit more, and it really is just you guys, it's so good.
There's something in it that
Oh,
I'm trying to see, I'm looking it up.
it's a little bit
Maybe it's the
sweeter.
almond. It's a something a little bit powdery in it.
Yeah,
Like,
a
it's
little.
giving a little bit of a powder.
I bet it's that almond because
Yeah.
remember the velvet tonka is like
Yep.
kind of had that
It has
powder.
that same effect. It doesn't smell like that, but
No.
oh my goodness, yeah.
And it has so many of the notes. Now, also with dates, which is nature's candy. Like I
Mhm.
love Majul's date,
Mhm.
Majul dates. Um, they're like sweet and chewy and amazing. But I've had a couple fragrances that had that date note in it. It was too much for me. Whereas I
Yeah,
feel like this is perfectly, I think it's the almond and the date
yeah.
that is bringing this together. It is really um
Stephanie, I like this better than Dates Delight.
yeah.
I
I
think
don't you feel like
the Dates and the Dates Delight was a little too much for me,
yeah.
like a little too overpowering. Um,
This is more like slightly edible, but
yeah,
not like, would you say that? I feel like it's like, I wanna smell
it's just
myself, but
it's just like
it's
it's just that really
it's
pretty, sophisticated, sweet, like
yeah.
powdery goodness.
It is not and it's not too like, it is a sweet fragrance, so
Mhm.
definitely, but it's not too sweet. It dries down and it's not cloying or anything like
Yeah.
that. Um Um, so I don't know, but
Oh,
this
so
one
good.
is definitely worth like honestly, it's such a gorgeous fragrance. And I'm laughing because I was like, ooh, when I was talking to her about our list, I was like, I'm gonna do a Mandy made me buy it. And then she's like, I don't know which one that is.
I know, I'm like, "Which one is that? Which one?"
I
I
know.
feel like I've made you buy a lot.
Um, okay, so that one though, I'm wearing it today, and I just like I have to say, you guys, I feel like it smells so good. Like I feel
It
so
does.
amazing.
It does. It smells very, very good.
Okay, your turn.
Alright,
Dates
there's no good way for me
to s-
to go into this one, so I don't know which one I'm gonna pick. Let's just pick the one that was probably it was a blind buy for me, which I'm really trying not to do,
yeah.
um, but I did for this one because this is I'm not gonna say it's affordable, okay, right? It's not like $30, but it's also cheaper than a lot of designer perfumes. And so I was like, I'm just going to hashtag Chance Guy. I'm just going to buy it because it sounds like I would like it. And I love it. This is by the house Label. Have you ever
Oh,
smelled any
I
Label
have
fragrances?
no, but those looked really intriguing because I liked the bottle and the
The bottle, I
aesthetic.
love the bottles.
Okay.
This is, and I've only smelled this one and Label Vanilla. I have a decant of that one. Which I also like. But this is maltol and cinnamon.
Ooh.
Cinnamon
Ooh.
again,
Yeah. Cinnamon.
y'all. Oh my goodness, this was like absolute love at first sniff, and I can't even try to describe it for y'all. Like it's I think it's that maltol that makes it kind of hard to describe. So I looked it up. I was like, okay, what is maltol supposed to smell like? And it
Yeah.
says caramel sweet jam like odor aspect of cotton candy. Okay.
Oh, so sort
So
of
like it's got that aspect, but I don't want that to make y'all feel like it smells like a Britney Spears perfume or like you know what I mean?
no.
You know what I mean? Because that can kind of
Yeah.
make people be like, look, I'm not 12. I don't want to smell like cotton candy. I get that, but it's that edge it's
It
giving. It's
has
that maltol. Oh, it's got caramel, walnut,
ooh,
cinnamon, red currant, blackberry, benzoin, vanilla, sandalwood, and musk.
that sounds
This
delicious.
is like the epitome of fall. And
So
it and again, it's very, very, very hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure that the website that I link this to, I'm pretty sure you can get a sample from
oh
that web.
good. So the cinnamon in this one, tell us, is this more on the like baking cinnamon or the red hot cinnamon?
Red hot cinnamon.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
it's not like a spicy cinnamon to me.
yeah.
Not like a baking spice. But oh my word. And this is I
It
do have a
sounds
discount code for it, but before the discount code, it's like $95.
we
So after
we
that, it's
love
gonna be like, $80, which I have a designer perfume I'm gonna talk about that was more than that. So
yeah.
y'all.
That sounds so good.
It is like, you can see, like, I haven't had it that long, and I know this doesn't look like a lot, but when you have as much as we have, when you get a little dent like this, and I got it in June, the end of June, like that's a good little dent.
Is anybody hearing my dog, or
Yeah, but I don't care.
Okay. I'm like, should I let him in, or should I just keep him outside?
You do whatever you need to do for that sweet dog.
I was like, oh, I hope they can't hear him. He doesn't like to be away. Okay. So I'm gonna go on okay, let me just see if I can let him in, everybody, just because I don't want him barking.
He has FOMO. He doesn't want to miss out on any of this live goodness.
Okay, let's just hope he can be good. I'm gonna go with, when you were saying cotton candy, then it made me want to have marshmallow. So I'm gonna go with my marshmallow fragrance. Okay, but it's not like just total marshmallow. It does have some of that in here. And this is commodity milk. And if anybody has not tried this, like literally, I feel like everybody. Do you like this one, Mandy?
I do like that one.
Okay. Yeah. I was like,
I'm surprised I don't have it, honestly.
I'm surprised. I was like, okay, so this is marshmallow, mahogany, tonka beans, one of my absolute favorite notes. Kind of rich, and then this is not overly sweet. I want to think of like cold milk almost, or warm vanilla milk, but
yeah.
If you're thinking of like toasty marshmallow, and then I guess you could either have, so there's a little bit of coolness in there. Would you say that? Like,
yeah, but it's not sweet. I wouldn't say it's like, I mean, it's sweet, but it's not cloying. It's not, it does kind of smell like a toasted marshmallow.
That's what I think. It's like a toasted marshmallow. We're just going to have him come say hi. Hey. This is Olaf, everybody, and he loves perfume.
I know Zeus was in here earlier when I was trying to spray mine all around there because he kept licking his lips. I'm like, this is not good for you. Do not come over near it.
Mine likes to try to eat the little samples, and I'm like, this is going to kill you, little boy. Okay, anyways, this one, toasted marshmallow. It's cozy. It's a little hug. It's a great intoxicating. This is one that I'll spray on and I'll be like, oh, like you get little wafts.
It's very cozy. It's cozy. Like sweater weather.
Yeah, sweater. This is sweater weather in a bottle.
Yep.
And I just don't think that anybody, like, I've given these out as gifts before and people love it. Like, it's kind of a good,
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I know they have 3 different types. So which one do you have?
I'm sorry. Thank you. Why? This is the middle one, the expressive one. So they have like the personal level, which is going to be for you to wear for your own self. It's like not going to project. Yeah. This one is the balanced one where you're going to get to enjoy it as well as others. And then there's the bold, which is going to be the bold one. And this one is more smoky. Like I do have the 3 versions, but this one is my favorite because I feel like it's just, you still get some oomph, but it's not, it isn't that smoky. I feel like this one is just that perfect little balance. I feel like
I was going to say, I haven't smelled the bold version, so it's not as like sweet as the expressive. No. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I like. This one still has that kind of a little touch of sweetness in it, and the bold one's going to be kind of emphasizing a little bit more of that smokiness, like we're around the campfire. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like the middle one, the one that I've smelled. It smells, again, I don't know why. Oh, maybe it's because I have 18 kajillion perfumes and I don't need it. But it is on my radar. It's on my I want list on Fragrantica. So
I really like that brand. So yeah. Okay. What's your next?
I will go with my scent of the day today. And if you missed the beginning of the video, you missed that it was 87 degrees here today. So it surely doesn't feel like fall, but I am so over it that I just don't care. And I wore this anyways. And this is, I mean, it's patchouli.
Yep.
Patchouli. I love patchouli. It is, I mean, it's my favorite note. Just
it's Mandy. And that one, my favorite note. That one is you.
I love all kinds of patchouli, but I really like the like down and dirty, earthy, danky
Yep.
patchoulis. Like that is there's something about it that my nose absolutely loves. And this is from Perfume Aroma,
Yep.
and this is patchouli. And they have different sizes. You can get like
Yep.
most of them you can get like 18 mils, which is a good amount of,
Yeah.
product. It's a nice size, but when I smelled this, I was like, yeah, no, I'm getting the
It's
100
just,
mil. This
I
this
think
will
you
live with
needed.
me forever. And it looks like I've hardly used any. And that's because if I use more than 2 sprays, I will knock someone out. That tends to be
Yeah.
kind of the thing with Perfume Aroma because they're very oil heavy
Yeah.
and they actually like tell you to rub your wrists together and your arms together, which most of the time you're told not to do that with perfumes, but because of how much oil this has in it, they recommend doing that. And this is patchouli, amber, sandalwood, and incense. Perfume Aroma does not have a lot of notes in their
Yeah.
perfumes. D'Incanto, which is another one of my very favorites and perfect for the fall, is probably the one that has the most amount of notes, but most of them are like 3 to 6 notes.
Yeah.
And because of that, they are pretty linear. Like what you get when you first spray them is what you're going to get the entire wear, which the entire wear for me is a very long time. And
I think
this,
that's kind of cool too, because sometimes you
yes,
want to go on the ride, and other times you're like, I love this and I want it
I
to,
love this and I want it the entire time. And when I
yeah,
feel like that, I always reach for something from Perfume Aroma because they're all like that to me.
yeah,
And it is a little bit of an earthy, dankier patchouli. It has a little bit of some chocolate in it. Like, you know how patchouli can sometimes smell chocolatey, but
yeah.
it's not like a sweet chocolate. This is more of like a dark, like rich chocolate. And I don't know.
It's
I just,
it's like deep, like,
it's deep.
almost like the raw, like
The raw, like
100%.
95% cacao
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yes. Like if
That
we're
is,
at the chocolate bar.
yes, that is like, it's not like a Hershey's. Okay. You're not going to smell like some milk chocolate when
No.
you put this on. You have to like patchouli. And there are a lot of perfumes that I have that have patchouli in them. And I'm like, even if you don't like patchouli, you may still like this. Definitely give it a
Yeah.
try. You have to like patchouli for this one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
To
just,
me, I think they should send you a jumbo bottle of that because it reminds me, like when I went and smelled it, because you're like, oh my God. I
I
was like,
can't.
this is like you. Like, this is like when you were saying, I was like you're saying, like patchouli people are
Yeah.
going to be like, this is the one that you may not like you
Yeah.
said, a little bit dirty, danky in there, but it's
Yeah.
like the dry down is really beautiful as well.
It's good. That's when the like chocolatiness and the vanilla come through. And
Yeah.
honestly, even though this is a type of patchouli that if you don't like patchouli, you're not gonna like, I still get a lot of compliments on this. And I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
all of my heavy patchouli perfumes, I get and maybe that's why I like it because my skin reacts really well with patchoulis. I'm not sure, but I have always liked them and I probably always will. And I know that I can kind of be on the minority on that one. But if you are someone else like me who absolutely adores a true patchouli,
Patchouli.
this is one to look at for sure. So,
Yeah. Okay, so now you made me segue. You're gonna know this one because I'm
okay.
doing my patchouli pick.
Okay.
And I think we talked about this when we did our patchouli, but literally those ones are is that your daughter?
Hi. Yes.
I was like, "Hi, AC."
That's my AC.
I love it. I was like, so this one is the masterpiece. It is Chanel Coramandal, and this is the one I was saying that I actually fell in love with it in the summer. Like I just like I was like I was one of those who was like, okay, I have patchouli can go. I don't always love the dirty dank patchouli. Um,
Yeah.
but I know that there's so many perfumes that I love that include it. And this was one that there's this like little bit of fresh. This is a one
Yeah.
where I would say it has fresh and warmth in it. It has a little bit of citrus. It has white chocolate.
Do you get the white chocolate?
No,
I don't either.
once I read it, I was like, then I was like, oh, I smelled, I wouldn't say white chocolate, but I was kind of like, oh, there's something kind of yummy about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um, like
Oh my
this
goodness.
is so addictive. And anybody, yeah, this is a big heavy hitter. Like this one is, if you want to feel like confidence and you are just going to be strutting with barbecue, you're going to put this one on. I freaking love it. I
I
just,
do too. It
but
is
it
my favorite
doesn't,
Chanel.
and it also shines in like the winter months. Like I fell in love with it during the summer and I was just like, whoa, this is so good. But this one totally shines in that colder weather. Sorry, somebody's home now. Let me let him out. Okay, you go see Dad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite Chanel.
This is live, everybody. Real life. Live. Okay. I wish I smelled the white chocolate. There's something delicious in here, though. I don't know.
It is. I mean, but it has that Chanel DNA in it. Like
Yes.
it you can tell it's a Chanel.
Yep. Yep.
This one,
And
Coramandal.
yeah. And Claudia, everything's going to be listed in the description box of the ones that we talked. Should I copy and paste them in here so everybody can see what
If
we're
you
doing?
can do it like easy. I don't know how easy.
Yeah, no, because I always feel bad, guys. So it's in, I can't tell if you guys can look in the description box yet. So because we're live, but I will copy and paste real quick and put them in the comments so you guys can see what we're talking about.
Yes.
Does that sound good? Okay.
Perfect.
Your turn.
Hey.
While I do this.
Okay. All right. This one is probably okay. Another house that I sometimes have issues with longevity on my skin when other people are like, oh my goodness, it lasts 48 hours on my skin. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like it will eat the fragrance. And everybody talks about being bombs. And I have only a couple from this house that last on me. And this is one of them. This is Zerjoff. And it is Starlight.
Oh, I've been curious about what am I gonna
Have
like
you not
this?
smelled this?
No, okay, tell me.
Abby.
I know.
This is a cardamom lover's dream. This is like if you like cardamom, which I do.
I do.
You this is the Zerjoff for you. Like if that's something that you really like. This has cardamom, bergamot, cinnamon, almond, cloves, amber, and cedar. And the majority of what I get is cardamom, a little bit of the cloves, and cedar. I do get that like cedar in the dry down.
Okay.
This is just, but mostly it's like cardamom. It is a very unisex, very all of these are, but this is definitely one that I would love for Chad to wear if I felt like sharing it, which I don't. But it's absolutely beautiful if you like cardamom, because again, that's the majority of what I get. And I love a cardamom. I love a spicy anything, but I really like it in the fall. I just feel like it kind of shines in the fall. And it's part of the, I think is it the Shooting Stars collection?
Yeah, that's what
Maybe.
so
And so
I
the
have been
bottle is so pretty.
I think I was thinking it was going to be masculine. And so, I tend to lean a little bit more feminine leaning. No, you're saying
It's
that's
not feminine, but I don't find that it's like one of the, yes, it's my favorite too. I love
Nancy, we tend to like a lot of similar
I can't believe you haven't smelled this.
I know.
You've got to get your nose on this because it's beautiful and it really, really, really shines this time of year.
I can't. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too.
Yeah, I'm like you got to text me tomorrow and be like, I went and smelled it. Now you have something you got to go do.
I do. I have to. Okay, that's so good. I'm kind of debating between. Okay, I'm gonna go with coffee scent.
Okay.
I was like, coffee or gingerbread. Okay. Fragrance du Bois. This is Menuit et Demi. And this one is a favorite of mine. I know this is the one that Demi Rawling created with Fragrance du Bois, but I truly love this gourmand. I feel like people think that it's all hype and stuff, but I really love this scent so much, and I think of it as a caramel like latte. Like I'm going into a bakery where there's baked goods in there, and there is coffee in here. I wouldn't say it's like it's definitely more on this like milkier.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not
a strong
overpowering.
dense. It's not strong or dense, and there's caramel in here. But it is just such a good it's still it isn't like it totally projects, but it's a softer, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like, it's gonna stay with you all day, but it's not gonna be like, strong gourmand. It's gonna be like a soft gourmand that's gonna stay wafting throughout the day, especially if you put on your sweater. Like, anytime you put something on your clothes, like, if
Yep.
your skin eats up fragrances, you definitely can put it on your clothes or your
Well,
hair, and you're
especially like in the winter and the super cold months, you're gonna be more covered up anyways.
yeah.
So, like, if you put it on your skin, you're
Mm.
covering that with clothes. It's not like you're in a tank top or a t-shirt where it's easier to smell it off the skin. So, I feel like all of these really shine, like, um,
Eh, a
on
little
clothes and
yeah,
sweaters and jackets, especially, like, if you
and
spray it on your jacket.
then you go outside and it's a little bit cooler,
Yes.
not quite yet in Nashville, but just a little bit, and then you're like, "Oh, it smells so good."
Yep.
Like, you can get that. This one has this has cardamom, that's where I was going with that.
Mhm.
Pimento, it has a little bit of spiciness, but
Yep.
pimento's kind of an interesting, very interesting spice because it's not like, spicy. I
Yeah.
don't know,
It's not like
it's
heat
got a
spicy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it has vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, a little bit of tobacco, cinnamon, and musk, but this is my, like, coffee pick.
Cinnamon, again. Isn't
Yeah.
this crazy how much cinnamon is in this video?
I think we like cinnamon.
Apparently. Like, I'm
She's like
thinking that's
I
a
was laughing when I
statement.
was writing the notes out, I was like, "This is like we're, like, eating our way." I'm
Yeah.
having dates and some
Well, what
chocolate.
better time? It's like the holidays, and
I
it's when
know, I
everybody
was
eats
like,
anyways,
"Darn."
so it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay. Jen said that she loves sweet, boozy, gourmand fragrances, and she's on the hunt for a recommendation. So I have you, Jen, because this next one I'm going to talk about is perfect. This is, mm, mm. Okay,
Ooh,
Lorenzo Pizzaglia,
ooh, this looks
Van
good.
P. Rum.
Rum.
I mean, I think that's what it's RHUM,
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure it's, yeah.
yeah.
So Van P or Van Pie Rum. Oh my word. This is another one that I smelled a sample of and I immediately bought the full bottle.
Oh, you know that one's a
This, and when y'all hear the notes, you're gonna know why. This is probably the sweetest, booziest, best scent in my collection because it has 6 different vanillas
oh my
in the notes,
gosh. Okay,
2
vanilla.
different rums, a caramel,
Ooh,
2 patchoulis, but don't worry, this is not like the scare you
stuff.
off patchouli, okay? And oud. But and on my notes, boozy, sweet goodness with 4 different exclamation points after it.
Jen, I think you might have this
I mean,
might
this is
be
the one to get
exactly
a sample of. I don't really think this is that masculine to me. I mean, I would be fine if Chad wore it, but I don't smell it and think masculine. It's so vanilla heavy that
yeah.
it's almost like, yeah, it's not masculine to my nose, but it's that oh, it's just so good. It's so like
She's getting
deep and
drunk right
rich and
now.
it's so good. It is so good and it lasts and it projects and I just smell I feel good when I have this on. Like,
Yeah.
and Chad likes it, and anytime I always put my arm up and I let him smell it when I'm trying something new, and I can always tell. He'll be like, "Yeah, that's good," and that means it's not. That's
Yeah.
like him trying to be nice, and it means he's like, "Yeah, I could whatever. Like I could take it or leave it. I would rather leave it." Okay, that's like his thing. When he smelled this, he was like, "Oh, I actually like that one."
Yeah.
That was his, and so that means he likes it.
You
And that
can
was the
al
sample, and that was another reason I like immediately went to buy it. So if you are wanting. I'm wearing a sample of that right now. Oh, yay. This makes me so happy. Okay. So, Stephanie, do you agree with that? Or are you saying you're wearing Minuit at Demi right now? Let us know. And if you're talking about this one, let us know what you think of this one. But yes, Jen, get a sample because I think this is what you're looking for. I really do.
I think that's
so good.
And I love how with the husbands too, because you can tell like when there's a winner, you know.
And he always tries to be nice, but I'm like, look, you don't
mine
like
is
it.
not always nice. Mine's more like smells like piss. I'll be like, oh, now I feel
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, Chad never says that. And so there's a couple that he's like, no, absolutely no.
Yeah.
And they're always ones that I like. Always. I mean, we never can agree on a no fragrance, but that one he actually liked.
And I think that there's fragrances that we just get to love ourselves and enjoy, and they don't need to worry about. Like, of course, it's bonus. Like we laugh,
Mandy, but I don't base my buying decisions off of
you. But sometimes you're like, oh, Chad likes it, so that means I definitely can get it.
It's just kind of another reason for me to justify purchasing the full bottle.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, of course, that's it.
Okay, what's next for you?
Okay, I'm going to go with a classic here, but it just screams fall. I know you love this one too. And this one is Grand Soir by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. If you are somebody who wants like a beautiful amber vanilla scent, this one is just literally it in a bottle.
That's it. Yeah.
Like,
it's the best amber fragrance, like amber based amber forward fragrance I think I've ever smelled.
Yeah. Like, and then I think it, like, again, with the way like when you hold up overture, it just like, this is what this, like, I think of this is almost like a Biscoff cookie.
Yeah. But it's
not that this is not super sweet, guys. So I'm not saying it that way, but it was more like that, the look of it and the feel of that. It's just a gorgeous, like warm, and I was looking for an amber and I was like, okay, this one, an Amber Nuit by Dior, but that's like a different effervescent, kind of almost like a Coca-Cola amber. And like, this was what I wanted, that kind of rich amber, but this has that, I love vanilla, so do you, and I just am like,
Okay, so Nancy says it's a little bit too masculine for her. This is definitely a unisex fragrance.
Yes.
But let me tell you, this is another one that I absolutely love. My marshmallow perfume with. I feel like I talk about this every single live, and it's because everybody needs it. And it's the Keys Perfumes Delicia de Marshmallow, which is like my favorite mixing perfume. And these two mixed, I wore it last week. Oh,
you must have smelled so good. Like, I want to eat you.
That's my goal when I put on perfume, is to smell like that. And yeah, this is.
So wait, I have a question. So when you're doing brides, and I know that you're of course going to be wearing perfume, but like I would want you to be like edible, but like I'm sure that so do you just be you and like smell amazing, like, or are you try to be like,
I basically stick to like one or two fragrances, and they're always probably my go-to ever since I've gotten it for when I work is Lila Lou.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's like fresh and it's not overpowering. It's not gonna really like offend anybody. And I really don't do much. Like I will do like 1 to 2 sprays, like maybe 2 hours before I leave the house, because I don't want to, overpower. And if I always have a trial with my brides, and they usually come to this room for their trial, and they see all of my perfumes. So we get and I can kind of sense how they feel about it. And if I feel like they, they're not really into it, then I make a note on their file, and I just don't wear anything.
Okay.
So it just depends. But no, I don't do I don't roll up in my patchouli magnetic. Like, can you imagine? Oh my goodness.
I was like, Mandy's in the room. She's like, oh,
Oh,
that's just for us then.
that's right.
And then Jen was saying, I feel like we've been pounding out the gourmand.
Yeah.
She's saying, I pretty much feel like all of these have been a lot of them. Wouldn't you say these are all
I
like
would
gourmand?
say,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, maybe
Oh,
not Grand Soir, but yeah, a lot of them have very,
yeah,
very gourmand notes.
yeah. Okay, what is it? Your turn or is it mine?
I think I overtook yours, so I think it's mine. I got so excited about Grand Soir.
I know.
Okay. I think I only have one. We only have one more left, right?
We have one
And then
more
if I
left.
have the time, I'm going to do real quick, like a super cheapie at the end. This
Yep.
is my designer one. And this is one where if I were to have looked at the notes and really studied it, I probably never would have even smelled it, which is why you should never base anything solely off the notes.
Nope.
You need to smell it first. Probably one of my favorite. Now, when I say designer, I mean like ones that you can like go into Ulta and buy, not like the Guerlain exclusives and like that kind of designers, but the ones that you can, I call them my over-the-counter perfumes.
Yes.
Like,
yes. The ones that you can run out and get right away.
that you can just run out and get. And this is from YSL and it's Libre or Libra. I don't know.
Yeah.
Libre. Intense.
Yes.
This is the intense. And that's important to me because
it's
I don't love the original.
Because of the lavender?
No, because this has a lot of lavender too.
Yeah.
But the original has, to my nose, more citrus in it. And I'm not really big on citrus. And this has less citrus, same amount of lavender. But I feel like it's a little bit heavier on the vanilla. And here's the thing. I'm typically not a fan of lavender, but what I've come to find out is that I really do not like the essential oil type of lavender. Or the lavender that like comes in candles. You know, if somebody gives me a lavender candle, I'm not gonna like it. I have never smelled a lavender candle that I like. The pillow sprays, you know, that kind of lavender that's supposed to help you go to sleep. No, I can't. I just can't. There's something about it that turns my stomach. But when you mix it with like heavy vanillas and, you know, you get into the warm aspect of lavender versus a lavender bush sitting on your, you know, end table, then I can appreciate it a little bit more. And that's what it is in this. This is definitely warm. It is vanilla heavy. Yeah. I put Boss Lady fragrance because that's what this is to me. If I ever want to feel super confident, like if I were going on a job interview, this is what I would wear because it gives me that confidence, you know, that like pick my head up, you know, straight back, walk into a room, act like I own it, even though I may be scared out of my mind. Like that, you know, it's that kind of like.
You're like pitting out, but you're like going to walk.
But I'm going to smell like I got it together, you know, like.
You got to fake it till you make it, honey. Yes.
Yes. And the newest one, the Le Parfum.
Yes.
La Parfum. So this real quick, how this is different. This is even heavier on the vanilla. Okay. It's sweeter, but I still like the intense the best. It's my favorite out of all the ones that I've smelled. So I don't dislike this one, but this is definitely my favorite. Yeah. And again, if I just want to like feel confident and like I've got it together, then this is the one that I wear. But I think the lavender and the vanilla and the tonka and it makes it very fall and winter appropriate. So
I love that.
Oh, definitely one. But this is another one that I was like, I think this one I think I paid like 95 or 100 for this little 1 ounce. And I think this is 1 ounce too. But again, that's what I was saying. Like not all niche are, you know, super expensive. So
I love it. Stephanie was like, she wears it to important meetings.
Yes. I mean, it's like I don't even think twice about it. I like, that's the one I go to if I just need to feel like I've got it together and I need other people to feel like I've got it together.
Okay. I have one more, but I also think we might want to bring this up real quick.
Oh yeah. We can do that for sure.
Real quick. And then I'll do the last one.
Okay.
So you guys, if you are somebody who loves Iris, This is still available, and we're kind of blown away because last year sold out within hours of every year they do a limited edition version of Shalimar. And this one is Iris this year, and we are both in love with this fragrance.
Head over heels.
Yeah, like this one, like everybody needs to run and get this before it's. I just can't believe it's not sold out. So
and it's so like we were talking about for a Guerlain, like the price point.
Yes,
it's kind of like I didn't really mind buying this because I was going to buy it anyways because I really just like to collect like the flankers, but this is so if you've smelled Dior Homme Intense, this is that minus the lavender on steroids.
And I was laughing because I don't smell the caramel.
No.
I don't know yet. I mean, I'm not trying to answer.
Okay, so this is what the caramel does for me.
Yeah.
It makes it heavier. Like it makes the iris less of a powdery iris and more of like a heavier iris.
Because it definitely it's definitely powdery. Like there's some.
It is, but it's not like it's not like baby powder or like sometimes iris powder, and I like there's a time and a place for that kind of scent, but this is y'all.
Hey guys, it is so good. I mean, this is like it's like roll your eyeball good. And then I also laugh because this one smells to me like soup. It smells like this should be one of the really expensive ones.
Yeah.
Like this one, I was like, so I feel like this is a steal of a deal because it has that awesome Guerlain DNA in here, but this one is just like, oh my gosh. And so, Nancy had asked if I smelled caramel and I laughed. I was like, I didn't even know it had that note until I was writing down the notes in it.
I think it just gives like a kind of thickness to it.
Like,
she said that she wished she would have bought one more bottle of last year's Tonka, which I love last year's Tonka, but Abby and I were talking and we may like this one better.
I think I do because I sprayed both of them out and I love the Tonka one. I'm
tempted to buy. We were talking about how we're tempted to buy another one.
Yeah. This is because I can't believe it's not sold out. And I love Nancy, I love Guerlain Tonka Imperial. And so this one, I don't know. You guys, seriously, if it's still available, Justina got it. Anybody who's bought it gets it. I was like, it's still available. People go grab them because I was in LA. Mandy texted and said, pull over, buy Tonka.
No, I said, this is what happened. I texted her and I'm like, so I just got a 10 ml decant of the iris. It's coming on the way. And Abby was like, you're not getting the full size. And I think it has rose or something in it. And I was like, no, the rose kind of scares me. I think I'm just going to wait for a decant. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she sends me a picture of her. Thank you for your order. Where she was like, and I started having like serious FOMO. And I'm like, I can't. I've got to get it. So I sent her back a picture of my thank you for my order.
I was like,
you got it.
And then we both have fallen in love with this one. Like literally.
I'm so glad I got it.
I'm so glad. Okay, so now speaking of rosy, my last one, this is I'm the one who likes rosy, a little bit more floral scents. And I love the new Creed Carmina. Now, yes, I do admit. So now we're going back into black cherry is the fruit if we're going to eat. And no, I wouldn't say it's lipstick.
I don't think it. I don't feel like it is.
No. I mean, Nancy, I kind of feel you're going to like it if you like Tonka Imperial. Like, I feel like it's almost like a no-brainer. Like, don't you agree, Mandy?
I think so. I think if you liked last year's, you're going to like this one.
Yeah.
They don't smell anything alike, but it's in the same vein. I think you're going to like it.
I think so, too. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So anyways, this one's a little too rosy for her.
Yeah.
But I love, it's definitely feminine. And black cherry, I was kind of like, ooh, but that could make me cherry's kind of a difficult note. Sorry, now they're fighting in the background. But anyways, I love this. It smells really good with my chemistry. And again, black cherry, rose, saffron. And I think it's too rosy for you.
It
And
is like I couldn't do it because that's all I could smell, but my nose tends to do that. But when I smelled it, I could totally understand why you love it because it does smell like an Abbey perfume. I'm not
well,
big on smelling pretty, I have come to figure out. Like,
and I have been like, she was making me laugh because I was like, I bring on those anything that's gonna be like that super pretty feminine, like I like all about it. So she can be like, okay, this smells good. I'm not gonna wear it, but you're gonna love it.
yep.
And that's kind of like with the boozy ones because I'm not a huge, I don't drink, so I don't, maybe that's it.
I mean, I don't either. Like I'll have some wine every once in a while, but I'm not like sipping rum every night. I just really like the way they smell.
When we get together, that's gonna be the funniest. It's
I
like
know.
we're just gonna be drunk on perfume. She's like, but anyways, I know it is expensive but I love it. It's like one of those like I wouldn't spend the money if I didn't know I was actually gonna wear it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but the bottle just
The bottle
was
is
screaming my name, and I
Yeah.
love pink, and this one's kind of black cherry, and I was like, oh my gosh.
It's
So
very, very pretty.
and it's really fall appropriate. There's a little saffron in it. And then there's frankincense, myrrh, amber, and musk. And so just wanted to give any of you who are looking for sort of a fall transitional rosy, more feminine scent. I mean, everything, it doesn't mean, but if you're looking, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a beauty.
It is definitely pretty. It is a pretty perfume.
This one I think's along the pretty line too, though.
That's just a pretty yummy. That's
Yeah,
like
pretty
if it
yummy.
has some yummy in it, then yeah, I'm all about being the
So
pretty.
if I find a pretty yummy, you will go for it.
Yes.
Yes, and you don't have to get the big bottle of this at all. Most of the time I only get the little baby ones on this one. I may have had like a credit, so I was like, might as well. No.
Yeah.
And, you know what, Nancy, that's the one I need to get. You've told me that I'm gonna love that one. Have you tried this one from
I
Dream?
haven't, no.
Okay, I think both of us need to get that because I've almost bought it a couple times.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I'll let you test it first.
I will. This is
okay. I have to talk real quick about like what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say when you said don't blind buy, but just so you guys know, I did blind buy the Victoria Beckham. I immediately was like, I hadn't even had coffee this morning. So if you're curious about them, I'm gonna be getting them and we're gonna do a video.
Abby texted me and she was like, PSA, don't make any purchases when you haven't had coffee.
I mean, I was like, what am I doing?
I think it's hilarious. All right, really, really quick. I have to talk about this super, super cheapy because it is one of my favorites. I talked about it a lot last year. Oh. It was discontinued and now it's back. So I have to talk about it. And it's from Bath and Body Works, y'all. And it is coffee and whiskey. Again, are we sensing a theme? This is technically part of the men's line, but I don't care. I have the shower gel. I have the body cream. I have the mist. I have the cologne. Y'all.
Yeah, I'm like,
it is coffee and whiskey. Like,
oh my god.
I'm thinking of all the like whiskey distilleries in Scotland. And I'm like, if I would have taken like just a black coffee and sat in one of those and watched them make whiskey, this is what I would smell like. I'm telling you. So if you were like, because I talked about it. Yes, layered with Coffee Addict. Y'all. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't layered it with this. That's what I'm going to wear to bed tonight.
I was just going to say, what about that?
I mean, I'm going to try
it. Put it on.
I'm going to put it on right now.
Yeah,
I don't have anything on because I don't want to smell, but I'm going to now. Oh my goodness. If you heard me talk about it last year, I was so upset when they took it away. I'm like, this is such a good seller. Why are you taking it away? It very, very often on sale. I think regular price is like $35, but I walked into Bath and Body Works with my girls, like, I don't know, probably a month ago. all the men's line was on sale for $5.95.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, I racked
Did you
up.
just go
I
like
was
this?
yes, because it was all like bourbon and bourbon
Yes.
reserve and like I'm like, Kirsten. I want all the booziness. I mean, I stocked up, but this is still my favorite.
I
So good.
love this. Wait, is that why you love Scotland so much?
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure it has a little bit to do with it. Yeah.
I
Because
mean, like
everywhere you turn, you know how the
wait,
DoubleTree gives you like a cookie?
yeah,
One of our hotels we went into gave us a glass of whiskey
I was
from
gonna
the
ask
local
you, was it
distillery.
I'm thinking of like scotch. Like I've never what about a scotch perfume? I
I've
mean
never
that
seen that.
I know not that I would want to wear it, but
Oh, I'd wear it. I'd wear
I
it
was like,
100.
I know, I was like booze.
The
Um
genre fragrance, it was so sweet, is gone for good. I wonder which
um
one. Femme Delicious, maybe? Probably
the
that one.
genres.
Like
Mm,
strawberry and chocolate. Yeah, genre
yeah.
is a it's a good affordable house too. But oh,
Um
y'all, just in case you didn't wanted to know,
yeah, tell us.
okay, I want to try Inverness so bad,
Yeah,
Angela.
that's what I want to know too.
Bad.
Yeah.
The bottle, anything with Scotland, I will end up living there one day, mark my words.
Yep.
It is just the place of my dreams. We love it so much. And when I saw that, I was like, first of all, the bottle, I almost blind bought it. I'm not kidding you, just for
I
the
thought
bottle
that
alone.
you would. I was like, that one is like perfect.
I'm
Is
still
it the
thinking about doing
notes? Is it the notes?
it. No, it's the notes sound like if it's gonna, that's why I like the Chanel Edinburgh so much because it smells
Yes.
like I'm in
Yes.
Scotland. So
Oh,
I
okay.
think you can get it on, you can get a sample. I have a sample in my cart on the Memo website, but I
Oh,
just haven't purchased
you
it yet.
gotta pull that trigger.
Okay, Body Shop coffee and cream set. What is this madness?
Uh,
Coffee scrub and cream. Oh my word, y'all.
I love coffee. I love body scrubs, especially. Ooh, I love
Yes.
Jerome perfumes.
Joram.
My
Can
jar.
you guess which one my favorite is?
Wasn't it
Spirit
with
Cask. Yeah, I think it's a problem. I'm not kidding. It's like all of my favorites.
I love that it's like booze hound is what I think of.
This
Is
one
it
is too. This is nothing but like a big barrel of booze that they just mix together and put in perfume bottles. Oh my goodness, yes. When I get done with my decant, I'm getting that one too. So yes, I love Joram. Leather and iris.
Okay, so now I'm curious, what should we do next
I thought
time?
about that. Usually we talk about that before
Because now I'm like all of this booze is just really making me drunk over here.
copper. Oh, let me write that down.
Oh, wait,
Copper still
yeah, from Kentucky
from
too.
Kentucky. Oh, and y'all, have you ever heard of I meant to text you and see. Have you ever heard of City Rhythm perfumes?
That one sounds familiar.
So they make perfumes based on, they're all named after cities and they're
Uh,
based on something from that city.
what's
You're making a Nashville one. That's their next release.
what's Portland's gonna be?
I don't know. I don't know. But
I'm
if
not
y'all
gonna
go check it
bash
out,
on
make
my
sure.
own city, but I can only imagine.
I know. I bought some samples of the Nashville one. They should be, I think they shipped.
Okay, I'm
Um,
gonna go look at that because I want to see what they have so far.
the
Yeah, I
Miami
would.
one's really good. They've got good fragrances.
And in the spirit, she wants dessert now. You guys, I just made a really awesome little dessert with dates, chopped pistachios, and then I melted a little bit of dark chocolate with a little
See,
coconut oil, whipped them together, and
she's
I'm
she's
serious. Like,
so healthy. She's so healthy. She's like, and I love it. And I wish it'd be like that. But I'm thinking about the pumpkin snickerdoodle blondies I made last weekend that had the crunchy
she's
sugar and cinnamon on top. That's my kind of
it's just,
dessert. I wish
I
I could
just
be like, I'm gonna have some date. That does sound good though. That
Well,
does.
no, it says chocolate. I'm just saying I'm gonna have to put a picture, you guys, because I'm very proud of this little concoction, and it went along with our perfume because I was like dates and chocolate and all
Yeah.
these yummy things. Oh, pistachio is a big one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay,
Angela, real quick, I have not tried that one yet, but I
yeah.
do have a decant coming. So
I need to know, Mandy, if that one's like a yes or a no.
I mean, I have a feeling it's going to be a yes, but I will definitely
Okay.
let you know. I mean, the
She's
notes
like,
sound amazing, and I love that
I'm
house.
trying to be good, so I'm gonna like you have to give me like one of those like, girl, you gotta go get it.
I will.
To go.
I will. You can count on me to do that. This
I
was so
know.
much fun. Yay.
That's why I love you. Okay, we will figure out if you guys want to leave us. Ooh, that's the I haven't tried.
I
Angela,
haven't smelled that one yet, but I've heard a lot about it.
because I'm thinking of all that. Okay, so you guys leave us some ideas of
Yep.
what you
What
want
you want to
next
see
month.
next?
Otherwise, we will come up with one because we always have fun doing this,
Mhm.
and it gives us an excuse to get a perfume per video.
Per
So,
month.
so yeah, maybe one or two. We'll see. But
Yeah.
you are so awesome. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. We love
Yes,
you
thank
all
you.
and love hearing about, we always get such good ideas from you. So it's so fun. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. I'm hungry now, too.
I know.